Hello, and welcome back to Almarin Plays Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions. Um, Sorry about that. In the last video, I accidentally hit the stop recording button while I was signing off. Anyway, so for this time around, I'm going to try to grind up some money. And I wanted to show off another random encounter here in Mandalia Plains because we've gotten... Good lord. I've gotten to the point where there's an enemy that we haven't seen yet. I should also point out that up in the top left of the screen, there's the date. It's the 7th of Taurus right now. And the date goes up by 1. So basically, each spot along the map takes 1 day to get to. That doesn't matter that much right now, but it will matter later. Seriously? Of course. Alright, well, we're going to see who all is here. Cauldron, we're going to see how you do. And Rack. The interesting thing about me and white mages is that I usually just use them like chemists, except they have to stay closer to my group. Oh, good lord. Okay. We'll do it. I'm not happy about it, but we'll do it. These guys are so annoying, the skeletons. They go down and they get a timer, like everybody else, but when it hits 0, there's a chance, a pretty high chance that they just stand back up with hit points, like max hit points or half hit points or something, every time. It's so irritating. Also, they've got really nasty attacks. This guy is also concerning. Minotaur type guy. And 2 black goblins and a bomb. Okay, well. So I like to try to... The skeleton's going to come at us fast, and he's got ranged magicals type stuff, which is an interesting choice. So I'm... Normally I try to focus down the enemies I like the least, but I'm going to actually run away. We're going to try to take out the black goblins first. I think that at least the Minotaur guy doesn't move very far in a turn. Oh, I also think that standard Final Fantasy rules apply where healing magic will hurt skeleton guy. Shout! Move faster! Rax says, of course, you don't need to shout. We're gonna stick together. We saw what happens when Argwith goes off on his own. We're not gonna be doing any of that. Not when I'm in control. The only white magic I think I've taught you is Cura, so you can do that twice. Also, note, 5 turns before this goes off, it is almost never worth casting a spell first turn of the game. Because everybody's going to move before you can get it off, basically. I suppose it would have hit the skeleton who's already moved. But it's because nobody else has moved yet that their charge counters are all full. And, so that's why. That's essentially the reason. Good. Bad. Like, they start off at level 4, because my people are level 4, and then they level up. And it's irritating. Just a little bit. Alright, who do we kill for first? Alright, I think Rack, you're gonna walk back here. And we're gonna smack this guy. You know, another strategy I just thought of is that I could send Rack after the skeleton and just try to power break him down until he doesn't have any attack power. That might work. Perfect. So, the reason I usually do leveling up on the Mandalia Plains rather than here is just because there's no skeletons on the Mandalia Plains. The kinds of monsters you can encounter vary based on the location. So, you're just not going to have to worry about skeletons and minotaurs on the Mandalia Plains. There's another irritating monster, which is who I was trying to show you, but apparently nobody wanted to come out and play. Job level up. There he runs a... There we go. Ow. Yeah, a little bit of an ow. Comes the bomb. Not who I would have thought you'd go for. Ha! Parried! I love it when that works. Ow. You only have 10 hit points. Get back here and die. Ah, too far away. I'm not too upset about using potions just to get a little hit point, XP and job points, because they're only 50 gold, 50 gil, and I usually end up with enough money just to buy a fair amount of the equipment I need, and then also top up my potions. At some point, I'll just have 99 of them. And then, at another point, I will sell them all in favor of high potions. You know how it goes. It's Final Fantasy. Sometimes it's a little hard to tell. There we go. I feel like this game... I would love to have a remake of this game, where they fix some of the balance issues, like the spells taking too long. Good lord, he bit you so hard you flew away from him. How's the charge time on Void Magic? But also there's the balance issue of the magic being a little bit weird, just because it takes a while to cast. I don't mind like powerful magic taking a long time to cast kind of deal, or longer than a normal action. I think that's kind of character flavorful, whatever we want to call it. But it takes such a long time that it feels like it's almost not worth using to me. I know certain other people who will use magic no matter what. And there is a way around that in this game, but... I suppose on... Oh, here he goes. Shoot. He's going to self-destruct. Ah! Ow! Good lord. See, I timed that wrong. I wasn't paying enough attention to when he was gonna move next. And by that I mean I wasn't paying any attention to when he was gonna move next. Alright. Well, do I need to get to meta up? Can we take on this Minotaur guy? Now this little addition where I can slightly manipulate the angle is kind of nice. I'm used to only having those four, basically these four ways to look at the screen, but sometimes I just can't see what the square I'm trying to tap. It's a little bit easier when I've got a direction pad and can just like go up, down till I get to the right place. So, when you cast the spell directly on somebody, you can either use to cast it on the unit, in which case the spell will move with them as they move around, or you can cast it on the tile, in which case it will always go in the spot where Ramza is currently standing, even if he moves away. It's almost always best to just cast it on the unit. If I was really smart, I could have actually moved Cold Run and then moved Ramza such that they were slightly farther away from danger, but oh well. On the other hand, I have 2 ticking timers. I do not want Demeta to die, and I do not want that skeleton standing back up, so... Fortunately, I should be able to take this guy up within that amount of time, so... Ah! Ow. I forgot what I was talking about. Balancing the game, that's right. Yeah, there's the like charge times with the archer, their main ability, generally doesn't seem worth it to me. Stuff like that, I feel like could be adjusted slightly to make it a little more worthwhile to at least use them during the game, I suppose. Let me see, I don't know if you're... Stupid tree. Don't know if you're going to be able to hit him from there. Hey, you are. Do it. Death. Victory! Sorry, Demeta. At least you didn't die. You're just knocked out. Alright, I always come in back here and check on what I can learn in between fights. Yeah, we're gonna take stone. Like I say, I'm gonna try to like learn everything here with Ramza before moving him on. Not entirely sure what my ultimate goal with Ramza is this game. No, I know what my ultimate goal with him. I've slightly forgotten how to get to my ultimate goal with Ramza this game. I'll remember how to unlock the right jobs at some point. I'm sure it'll happen. White mage way down here. Good. Learn cure, because it's only 10 MP or 6 MP, so that'll save us a little bit of trouble. That's right. I was waiting till I could have enough money to go buy armor for you. That's what I was doing. Okay, so here's the knight's ability page. There's not many of them. This is it. It doesn't scroll down or anything. Some jobs will have so many abilities you have to scroll down for them all. Early game, the best stuff is like Ren Power, Ren Speed, stuff that will give you a step up in the fight like that, because mostly you're fighting monsters right now, or at least I am, because I'm doing a lot of random encounters. However, you can also destroy other people's equipment, which is amazing when you use it, and the worst when the enemy uses it on you. And at some point, we'll learn all of those things. Rend Weapon is amazing, is fantastic when you're up against other humans because, yeah, you just destroy their weapon, then they're stuck punching you for the rest of the fight. It's pretty great. Rend Power and Red Speed are the two that I use the most, though. So, and as you might have noticed, I don't use them that often. All right, so that's that. Let's now see if we can go buy armor. Hey, it's gonna let us. I was absolutely certain we were gonna hit a random counter there. But apparently Mondalia Plains does not want you to see what it's like today. Mondalia Plains is embarrassed for itself. I don't know why. Alright, so Demeta, we're going to be a knight, because I tend to find knights to be really useful at this stage in the game. Not going to be quite as fast as Rack, because I don't think I can afford to buy you battle boots. But perfect. I think actually what I'm going to do with Orwen for now. And again, if you want to join the squad, let me know. I'm recording this particular one slightly ahead. I might post this on the same day I posted the last one I did. But oh shoot. But yeah, I'd love to get somebody else that I want to keep permanently instead of Orwen. So the nice thing about the crossbows, the bowgun there, is that he can use shields. Increases your evasion. I should look it up. I've never paid that much attention to the difference between C evade, S evade, and A evade. So at some point I'll look it up. Okay, so I'm back to not having any money. I just leave the place, I walk back in, the shopkeep must be so confused. He's really got a good poker face. Actually, while I'm at it, buy 2 more. Now I'm up to 12! I won't have to restock as often, except that I probably will restock that often anyway. Hold on to the longsword. Yeah, I'm going to hold on to the slightly higher level stuff until I'm confident in my party setup. Okay. Yay, there we go. I'm going to do this fight, and then I'm going to call it. Ramza, Orwen, you get to stand in the back now. Calderon, you're still in the back. Demeta and Rack, my 2 knights. Okay, here we go. Let's see if the enemy I want to tell you about is here. Tell you about it. The enemy I want you to see. It's there. It's a Chocobo. They're the most irritating enemies on this map, in my opinion. I think you can occasionally run into an enemy squad with like humans in it, but even then, they're not as irritating as the Chocobos. It's because Chocobos are very fast. They move before us. They move really far, like so. They hit pretty hard, and they can cure. The worst thing about them, they have an ability called Choco Cure, which hits themselves and an area and everybody next to them, and heals them up quite nicely, and yeah, it's a pain. Obviously, if they did a remake, they should they'd have better camera controls, I feel. Alright, Tailwind, you over there. Demeta, I think? Where's that rack? It's a little hard to tell once they look exactly alike again. Cauldron, you're going to come stand here. To be ready to go whichever way you need to go. And Orwin, they are just out of range. Note, bows and crossbows have a minimum range. He cannot hit people within 2 squares of himself. There is a way around that. It will actually let you attack a blank square. If an enemy's standing next to you and you attack the blank square 2 squares behind them, they get hit in the crossfire, essentially. It's a waste of a thing for now. Action. Waste of an action. Okay, so Demeta is slightly faster, and I'm still going to wait until the Chocobos move again. I'm going to let them come to me. That wasn't nice. See, they move really far. Oh, he only hits as hard as that Panther. Sometimes they hit for 24 or 30 at this point at level 4 and 5. It's not nice. They're not nice. And they're very dodgy, which is irritating. Fortunately, Rack is good enough to hit them. So generally my strategy with Chocobos is to surround them as best I can, so they can't run away. And then if they heal themselves, they heal me too. Fortunately, right now we're doing really well at taking this guy down. Oh, seriously. Yeah, 1 hit point left. Orwin, come on. But box him in so he can't run off. Because he'll run off and then heal himself back up and then come back and just be irritating again. Drags the fight on. Whew, we are doing well in the dodges today. Cauldron dodges, the meta dodges, it's fantastic. Oh, and you're even parrying. This is amazing. I'm not used to doing so well on the not taking damage front. Yeah. If it does Choco-Cure, you'll always get to see it. I should probably actually show it off, and not just murder them outright. And that's where the antidotes come in. I think I have 1. So, Cauldron might have to just... Here he goes. 24. Yeah, it's great. Cauldron might just have to be poisoned for a little bit. If it starts getting too irritating, I'll take it off. $7 damage. That's not too bad. Alright, let's see if you can do some sharpshooting and get the Panther. Main strategy in this game, in my experience... dodges. In my experience, is to try to focus down one at a time. It's generally the strategy in most games like this, I feel. But this is where I learned it. This is where I learned that strategy, was tactics. Almost like it taught me tactics. Of course, they're video game tactics, so what can you do? It's like chess. It teaches you a lot, but you know, it's not real. Okay, at least the goblins aren't hitting too hard. Can you finish it off, Rack? Possibly not because it's head-on, but 77. Please? Yes! Get him, Rack. Well done. Chocobo's gonna come pick on Cold Run. Sorry about that, buddy. Oh boy. 4 turns. Okay, just my own people in the way. Alright. So at least the nice thing with archers is that you can, they've got the range. That's nice. I'll say that for them. They're generally better once you get actual bows and not just the crossbow bowgun thing. Because when you shoot from a bow, the arrow will arc over obstacles, whereas the bowgun goes in a straight line. So, you know, positives and negatives. Pros and cons, even. Oh, that's better. Job level up. I think getting job levels is also helping your output, your performance. I mean, that would make sense. Goblin is in an awkward place because the dead bodies of its friends are blocking me from killing it. See, I can only really get Demeta in here right now. Still, 30 damage is almost half its hit points, so that's good. Cold Run's gonna run up here. At least they can't move through my space, so I can like make a bit of a wall like this. It's kind of handy. We'll just use Cure. And it's therefore safe to leave your back turned to it. Alright, Arwen. Try this again. So in this case, what happened is the diagonal wasn't quite perfect, and the arrow went into the rock that's right in front of him, instead of going into the goblin. Oh hey, poison wore off. Perfect. So, did you see the difference between Rack and Demeta there? That will be because of their faith. I'm fairly certain. Wait, what am I doing? You only have 22 hit points left. Ramza, you have to wait. Be patient, buddy. I don't remember who I... Oh no, I think I speeded Demeta before, so let's speed Rack. I need to work on speaking up a little bit, I suspect. I'm not used to it. I'm used to kind of mumbling a bit. Or at least, not necessarily mumbling, but I don't project my voice very often. And so that's something I should probably practice while I'm doing this. It's one of the reasons I thought this might be a good idea to do in the first place. So yeah, let me know if you are having trouble hearing me, and I will try to be louder for the next video. Bromios, you drop in chests left and right. Oh yeah, good. I can actually get to it. Fantastic. It's a high ether, so I'm never gonna have to buy high ethers ever, I guess. Of course, I can't use them either, so not right now. Battle is won. Hey, and that's right in at the 30-minute mark. So let's see. Let's go spend that money, spend the job points that I just got, and I'm going to call that for now. I will call that once I finish spending stuff. The episode's going to go a few minutes long, but y'all don't mind that, right? Beastmaster. So it's interesting that you get this on the Squire. It's the monsters basically have a list of skills for their type. So like the goblin, the black goblin, and any other goblins down the line. And like for each type they go up, the like skills goes down on the list. So like the goblin will have 2 skills, tackle and eye gouge, and then the black goblin will have like eye gouge and spin punch. So this adds another ability of the monster's class to the monster. Why would you want to do that, you say? See, this is why it's interesting they put it on the Squire, the very base job of the game, is because later on, significantly later on, you will be able to recruit monsters into your team. But it's a specific job that can do that. That's like 3 stages beyond White Mage or something like that. It's a ways away, is what I'm saying. So it's just kind of interesting that they put that on the Squire. I always kind of found that a little weird. Oops, Orwin, you should learn stuff. So while the aim abilities of an archer are a little bit meh, in my opinion, Adrenaline Rush as a reaction ability is amazing. You take damage, you boost your speed. You just, every time you take damage, you start moving faster. Concentration is a really good ability for your thieves who want to steal stuff. Concentration helps increase their chance of stealing. Doesn't make it guaranteed, but it does increase it. Jump +1 is, in my opinion, slightly worse than Move +1, so not really worth it. I'm going to try to save up for Concentration and Adrenaline Rush. Although, again, I'm probably replacing Orwin at some point, so maybe I shouldn't worry too much about him. Cold Run. Let's see, nothing here. Yeah, nothing yet. Magic is expensive to learn. Demeta. Yeah, wrong button. Sorry, I'm kind of trying to rush through this so that I can end the episode in a relatively timely manner. Yeah, Demeta, you're good. Rack. Not quite. Parry is the cheapest knight ability. Everything else costs at least 250. Parry is 200. Not quite there. Okay. Okay, so that's stuff learned. And so what I'm going to do is Delita, I want you to become a knight. A knight for the next fight. Knights and archers are actually decent jobs at this point in the game for your guests. Because the knight will get more hit points, so when they rush into danger, they will go down less quickly, and the archer is ranged, obviously, so they will not rush into danger as much. I'm not saying they're not going to rush into danger. It's the AI. They're not. It's not the smartest thing out there. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, sorry, Simon. You're just the placeholder right now. That's all you mean to me. And battle boots, sure. Why not? Right. That's all of my money. Take it. Take my money. Also, I'd like a little money back, please. You know what? I'm not using Simon. It just occurred to me. I'm never using you, buddy. I apologize. But that does mean I can just take all your stuff and sell it right now for money. Sell broadsword, and then it gets out of my inventory. I don't have to look at those broadswords anymore. Right? Leather caps? Who wants a leather cap? Nowhere near as amazing as the leather clothing. You know. I'm gonna buy one of these for Argith, just because at some point he's gonna get there, maybe. We'll see how well he survives the next fight. Anyway, that's probably long enough for this episode, so I will call it here. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy it, and have a great day. Bye for now.